My story begins with my own mental health. I struggle with mental health challenges every single day. I am diagnosed with depression, major depressive disorder to be specific, anxiety, and obsessive compulsive disorder. These challenges at their worst can make it so difficult for me to function in the world. And at the same time, I've learned how to manage them so I can show up as a high achiever in the world. And I want to share with you a little bit about what I've learned. Just a brief synopsis of my own story. My mental health challenges began when I was a child, a little boy. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I was in school, in Catholic school, and I got angry at my teacher, and I ended up punching my teacher because I was angry, and I got expelled from school. And my parents had a serious talk with me that night about my behavior. And I told them no one has a right to talk down to me. The next thing I know, I was put in a public school where they thought would be good for my behavior because my uncle was the principal and they figured he could straighten me out and all that stuff. Long story short, after 3 weeks, several fights, and a desk mysteriously flying out of my hands in the direction of my teacher, I was expelled from that school. The rest of fourth grade, I stayed home every day and just got a home tutor. In fifth grade, I was put in special education. And actually, prior to fifth grade, I do want to say I was actually put in a mental hospital for the first time. And that was a very traumatic experience, especially when you're a kid. It didn't help that when I looked out the window at night in the mental hospital, that the county jail was across the street. But eventually I got out, said to myself, I'm never going to go back. Fifth grade, put in special education. That was when I also started playing drums for the first time, and something that I will never forget. But I also started to experience what I would later learn is called depression. And my depression gets so bad that I feel it physically in my body. And I just wanted the pain to go away. And a lot of times when someone struggles with mental health challenges, they simply just want the pain to go away. They want the suffering to go away. And that's what I wanted. So as a kid, I had a solution. My solution was one that I deeply regret. I came home one day from school and went into the medicine cabinet and attempted to die by suicide from overdosing on my medication. And my mom found me and rushed me to the hospital and saved my life. And after that, I did a little better. Seventh grade, I'm a lot bigger and stronger. And when I'm acting out, it's no longer acting out. It's called violence at that point. I was violent at home and just out of control. I was imploding and exploding. I was self-harming. I was really struggling and I didn't know why. I had a wonderful home. And, my brother Jason was doing just fine. Great parents. I was put in a mental hospital again, this time for 6 months. And that was really tough. But eventually I got out. Between seventh grade and 10th grade, I was on a first name basis with the local police and the local emergency room. I was constantly in crisis for something mental health related. And by the time I had finished 10th grade, 15 years old, I had been expelled from 3 schools. I had been hospitalized in a mental hospital several times. Several suicide attempts, lots of self-harm, and violent at home and on a lot of different medication. The summer between 10th and 11th grade changed my life, and I wish I could tell you more about it in detail, but due to time, I can't. But basically, that summer, I realized that for me, the one thing that really made me feel better and grounded me was playing the drums. And so I actually started going to a performing arts high school, and that changed my life forever. It gave me a new way to deal with the emotional pain that was coming up for me. And I became a professional drummer. And prior to the pandemic, and I'm going to say this right now to speak it into existence, post-pandemic, I actually do corporate drumming in the workplace where people bring me in to do drumming with their employees and leadership. And I really miss that. I'm looking forward to doing that again. And so for me, drumming really saved my life in so many ways. And you fast forward to today, I still struggle with mental health challenges. And beyond drumming, I've learned certain other tools that I can use to help with my mental health.